Ahoy, morning breathers. Happy Wednesday and welcome to our little show we call Morning Breath. It's very peaceful in here this morning.
This is kind of serene.
We have a little dark tint to the room today. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Looks the same to you folks, I think, but back behind Boss Man Matt is it's tinted.
Well, you can kind of see it's dark back there.
Yeah, when you change the cameras. I don't want to talk to Peter yet because he's not ready.
He's still pushing buttons.
He's still doing things, so I'm just going to ignore him.
Exactly.
Because I throw him off from time to time. So we do have ahoy, Boss Man Matt.
Ahoy, Skipper.
And SPP, you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
With conviction.
With conviction.
Ahoy, my lad.
Ahoy.
So it's Wednesday. I do not want to forget this. I got to have these. These are fun now.
Yeah. All right.
I know. I missed them for like a month and a half.
I know. I'll get you a new list. I'll get you the updated list.
I'll pay more attention because today it's make up your own holiday day. Whatever holiday you want, morning breathers, it's yours. Just make it.
Is it a federal holiday?
Just say it.
Well, I don't know. I've got to think about it. That's a lot of pressure. You can't just lay that on me and
Well,
expect
that's
me to.
how we start the day.
Well, geez, Tim, I can't just. I'm not a dancing monkey. I don't know what to do.
Well, I'm going to go with it can't be a federal holiday. You can't just declare a federal holiday on the day on today.
Somebody.
You can make it any holiday you want, but it's not a federal holiday. The banks aren't going to close.
Well, yeah, the banks are one
The
thing.
mail's going to keep coming.
The mail is so Wednesday is actually a good day for us. We mail all our stuff, but Wednesdays we don't mail much. So Wednesday would actually be all right.
So think about what holiday you'd like to make today, March 26th.
Okay.
I think that is just something to ponder, and maybe later in the show we'll ask again to see what everybody came up with. It is Wednesday. Going to have a nice day. It was a nice walk down here today.
Yeah, it is nice. The people out front, just as an update, he started his car again.
Yeah, it was running when I got here.
Well, but he turned it on and it actually shut off, and he had to restart it. So and it's like there's not even any frost on the windows. People, come on.
There isn't. I just can't imagine. I don't know. I can't imagine needing to have your car run for. I don't know how long they run. They run maybe 5 or 10 minutes.
I think it's maybe 15, but then they shut off.
Yeah, they don't do that forever.
Right.
So I don't know why you'd have to have your car that warm.
You just want it
Not
toasty.
so sure that it's that good for them to idle all that long.
You want a toasty car.
Well,
If you got seat warmers, you get a warm butt.
I have seat warmers. Can I turn those on?
I don't know. I think they come on if it's cold enough.
I think my truck's too old. I don't think it does that.
I got seat warmers, man. I live by them.
Well, I like a seat warmer, but it doesn't come on if I hit the start button, which I seldom do. Only time I do that is if Miss Patty's coming with me.
Well, my wife is famous for we can walk out of a store and the car's in the parking lot, like right
over
there,
yonder.
just right there, and she's like, "Go ahead and start it up," and it's like, No, we're gonna be there.
By the time it starts,
it won't warm up any more appreciably if we do it now or in 10 seconds. But she's like, no, start it up, warm it up. It's like, it's not going to warm up. It's 10 below zero. It's not going to warm up that fast.
pick your battles, man.
Yeah,
Boss
I know.
man, pick your battles. Just start
Push
the
the
damn
damn
thing.
button.
Just start the damn thing. That's words of wisdom right there. SPP.
I'll take that into consideration.
Okay. Someday.
Yeah.
Someday you'll find value in that.
Some fights aren't worth having. There's no real winner.
You want to be white, you want to be married.
Exactly.
That's what it really boils down to.
Just start the damn car.
If we've learned anything today, that's it.
Just
I have just given you your takeaway for the rest of your life. There was some really good information I had on feet and the
I'm dying to know.
and how often one should clean one's feet. And unfortunately, I think I deleted it. I get some weird stuff sometimes. Like your feet are full of like if you wash your feet every other day, there's like millions of bacteria on your feet and between your toes
Yeah.
because it's kind of a moist, damp, warm,
Well-
dark area.
Yeah. Well, since I was, an infant in a bed, I've licked the bottom of my feet exactly 0 times. So I'm not terribly worried about it.
Well, remember that when you, you're rubbing your feet on things, like, or you're giving your wife a foot rub or vice versa. Your feet are full of bacteria.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Don't wash your feet. Just wash your hands after you touch your feet.
It was really astounding to me that I was even learning that people didn't wash their feet every day. Because I guess I figured everybody did, but maybe not everybody.
Yeah. Well, even if you wash your feet, we had a whole conversation about people urinate in the shower. So you're going to wash your feet before or after that.
It's an especially important time to be washing your feet.
It's especially,
I feel.
make sure you wash your feet after that.
It's just like washing your hands after, using, going the more traditional way.
Oh, you got to wash your feet instead. It's like, hold on. I got to wash my feet.
It's going to take a bit. That's probably what a bidet is really for, to stick your foot in.
I never thought of it that way, but
I didn't either, but it just dawned on me.
yeah, you just never know.
Been using that wrong. Yeah, it's for my feet.
Yeah, well, all right then.
Hey, the Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Thanks, Casey, and all the gang over at KCTC and the Morning Breath crew, the 3 of us 3 lonely guys.
Yeah.
We're sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Willie.
Willie.
Thank you, Willie. And all the Hy-Vees and Hy-Vee Fast and Freshes.
Yeah. So I want to.
We have some. Oh,
Oh,
go ahead.
no, well-
I was going to ask about Hallows, but
Oh.
you can go
I was gonna just
wherever
say,
you like.
I was just gonna bring this up since you brought up yesterday about 23andMe. So
Kind of creating a.
yeah, I hadn't heard of that until you brought it up
storm.
yesterday, and then I was also listening to another podcast, Overthinking, and they were kind of talking about it too.
There's other podcasts.
There are others.
Peter, have you heard of this?
No.
Overthinking is on the Iowa Everywhere Network. So they were talking about it, but
best, Peter.
they're trying to sell that. I mean, the data. So they're going bankrupt. So now they want to sell the data to try to.
The highest bidder. Think
yeah.
about where that could go.
I know. Now I'm not in there, but who knows, right?
Yeah, I don't think I'm in there. I did Ancestry,
Right. Yeah, but
which I'm not very happy about. I didn't want to do it. Honey, if you're listening, I didn't want to do it. You made me do it.
But yeah, they're trying to sell that data. They say, well, we're only going to sell it to unscrupulous, people with
Yeah,
high
right.
morals and what. No, highest bidder, baby.
Highest bidder, and then who knows? Maybe somebody does have some values and are playing the part, and then go, I'm going to pull the dastardly
Yeah,
deed
exactly.
on you.
Exactly. But the interesting part of that, so not only that's scary in and of itself, but then this podcast I listened to, they took it to another step, and they said what really is going to get people is when they start publicly releasing all your Google searches. Now, you don't even have to do anything bad or, sick, gross, illegal, bad. But even for this show, I mean, I have Googled, can a giraffe kill you with its neck? Or like yesterday, we did the story about the teacher that urinated under his desk.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that story earlier and I remembered it. So I Googled teacher urinating under desk. So this is all in my Google history now, my search history. And it's like I said, it doesn't have to even be illegal, but out of context, your Google searches could be interesting.
Are they talking about?
No. He just brought it up. This guy brought it
what
up.
If that would happen? Yeah.
So
Because you ask them weird things from time to
you
time.
do. Something pops in your
Especially
head.
you,
Well,
boss
no,
man.
well, I'm doing research for the show.
Yeah, well, I understand. I don't know why you didn't take my word for me that a giraffe could kill you with its neck.
Exactly.
You should have believed me.
Yes. Or for my mother, are poodles, are there really male and female poodles, or are they all just girl dogs? My mom has a poodle.
I don't know how to answer that.
Well, Google couldn't answer it either. I think it said male and female.
I would guess that, but they all look the same.
I think they're all just the same.
They're all just the same.
So anyway, even if you're not doing anything illegal or immoral, you probably don't want somebody just randomly dropping into your Google searches.
Yeah, I guess I'd probably rather not. I don't know. I can't think of anything as odd as you. I'm sure I have.
Well, just like I said, and I know this sounds like a thing, but seriously, for the show, I Google weird crap because I'm like, what's funny about this? And that's on my work computer, so they probably are seeing it.
Somebody's seeing it. Somebody's seeing it.
Somebody is seeing it.
So yeah, 23andMe. I never thought about them because I haven't seen that yet, but I know our government's already. Some branch, I have the hiccups now. Some branch of government is already concerned.
As they should be, I think. I mean,
I
there's a
think
lot
they
of
should
information
be.
in there.
Well, yeah, everybody's DNA.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want anybody to have it. I don't know why it can't just be destroyed.
Maybe they'll start cloning people. You don't know.
Well,
You never know.
Yeah, you never know. It can't be destroyed because it has value, and they're going bankrupt, and so they need to. I mean, I get your point, but that's why, because there's value in it. Somebody will pay millions or billions of dollars to get all this data.
I mean, another Ancestry.com or somebody would, I guess. Then they could just.
Who knows? It could be Facebook or Google or Now I don't know that they're going to do anything nefarious with it, but you just never know, right?
You don't ever know. That's a fact.
I mean, we all know that they're listening to us on a daily basis. Now they not only they listen to us, but they. Mom says they have a doodle, not a poodle, and they aren't even dogs. They're just it's just a thing that runs around. Their dog, they really like their dog.
A doodle?
I guess.
What's a doodle? I thought that was something you did with a paper and pencil.
I don't know.
That doodle?
Jeff
You
said,
did doodling?
Sounds right to me.
Jeff says, "Can a giraffe kill you?" And yes, Jeff, you know it can because we had a whole show about it,
We visited that one day.
and I know you watched that.
All right, so if you did stuff to 23andMe,
Apparently, you have
Did
the
you
option.
sign- yeah.
Apparently, you have the option to go in there and you can delete your records.
oh,
But how do you know?
is it ever really? Because nothing's ever really
Nothing's
deleted
ever
out of
really
anything
deleted.
ever.
So I don't know. Anyway,
I'm scared now. I want to try and somehow get rid of my ancestry stuff.
yeah. Well, they're not just. The point is, they're not just closing it down and walking away. They're trying to sell that information, which it shouldn't be surprising.
I wonder how do you lose money at that? How do you go bankrupt?
Well, there's a lot. They're doing a lot of testing. I don't know how expensive that stuff is, but
I don't know either, but they're charging people for it.
well, I don't.
Which I would have thought they're charging people enough to cover the cost of the test.
I wonder. This just kind of popped in my head, but I did see that they had a data breach a few years ago where some records got stolen. I wonder if there's like lawsuits and liabilities that
That
bankrupt
could be.
them. I don't know.
That could be. It's very possible.
I don't know.
What else was I thinking of? Oh, this was the stat I wanted to bring up the other day. We've talked about it just briefly, how hard it is to pick, fill out your brackets
Yep.
correctly. So I actually have a number, an odd,
Of getting a perfect
of
bracket.
getting a perfect bracket. Assuming each team has a 50% chance of winning each game, the odds are 1 in 9.2 quintillion.
Right.
That's a big number.
That's a big number.
So that is a 1. That is a single number with 3, 6, 9, 12, 18 digits after it.
That's a big number.
And the nice thing about that is we should get used to that number because we're almost there with our federal debt. So pretty soon we'll all be saying quintillion. Remember when we were $1 trillion, $35 trillion in debt?
Remember when we were only trillion?
Yeah, that was not much. It says there's not that many grains of sand on the earth. Who counted that?
Some guy.
It's just, some guy's bored. He goes, "All right, I'm gonna go out. I'll be home in the dark, honey. Let's start counting grains of sand."
I don't even know how you'd ever do that. Is that just the top surface? Because sand is usually deep. There's to be some serious math involved.
There
You'd
would be
probably
some-
find surface area and then divide from there, multiply.
Are you a mathematician? as
I'm
well?
just saying. I don't know if everybody's counting one grain of sand each, but if you take one and then try to multiply it by how much the surface area is,
Yep, I get that.
And it's one thing to
Then-
go on a beach, but it's a whole other thing to go out in the middle of the Sahara Desert or whatever and start counting grains of sand.
Yeah, you could get lost out there.
get
Was
lost.
I on that dune? Did I do that dune already? Crap.
How do you mark it?
And then it got blown. You know,
And then the wind came up, and you got to start all
Shit,
over.
I can't-
All over again.
Damn it!
just got to 9 quadrillion 223 whatever's next.
Go 1.
1, 2, 3.
Oh gosh, you were right, Mrs. Arnold. I do need math. She was my teacher that said I needed
Yeah,
math.
there's probably an algebra,
I don't know
probably an
about that.
algebra equation in there
I
somewhere.
don't know about that. Math's kind of overrated,
Yeah,
but you really need it if you're going to count grains of
if
sand.
you're gonna count greens as sand.
Let's say, who do we need to say ahoy to?
My mom's here, Denise is here, Jeff's here, Jimmy's here. I don't know if I missed anybody else or not, but I think we got them. Ahoy to you all. Jeff's on spring break this week. He said earlier, so he's
The whole week.
The whole week.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I don't think I got a spring break.
Jimmy asked if this is dress down day for Captain Tim.
It's the skipper is going to the farm. You should see me from under the table, and I'm not urinating.
But you're covered up at
I'm
least.
covered up. The camera doesn't pan.
But that's good to know. Thank
Got
you.
work clothes on.
Thank you for not
today.
doing that.
Not doing anything. The cows get a reprieve.
The cows are fine today.
Cows are just wandering around. There's calving. We're calving like crazy.
Oh, all right.
Half a dozen maybe.
Wow.
Had twins.
Well, congratulations.
It's a big day.
I don't.
Where's my seagull?
I was gonna say, did you get a cigar and a little hat that says "Proud Grandpa"? Or
One of the little guys didn't. Mama wasn't taking him, so
so you adopted him?
no. You normally, you separate. You put them all three together, and you try and get the one to nurse. But this one wasn't standing. It just didn't have much of a chance. And sometimes the mom won't take a twin. They get confused.
Right.
Childbirth hard on you.
It messes with your brain.
So that happens. So we took that little guy to a guy that specializes in bottle feeding calves, and he got him to eat. And
All right.
so it's alive.
Happy ending.
Happy ending. Won't see his mother again, but
Well, yeah, but his mother didn't like you much. So
it didn't care. It's just the way to go sometimes. All right, we better take a break, Peter. So we'll be right back.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Ahoy, morning brothers! Welcome back. So we were just talking about Juju Watkins.
Yep.
And I learned something
yes.
that before these female athletes can get to the WNBA basketball players, they have to finish 4 years of college.
Yep.
Before
Yep.
they can get there. I'm not certain that's correct, but
Yeah, that's the way it is.
That's the way
you
they
can't go to the WNBA until you finish college.
Used to have
Or
that
4
for the
years.
men.
I don't know what the exact rule is. I don't know if it's 4 years or graduate or what, but you have to go through 4 years at least, right?
Used to be that for the guys too.
Yeah. Now I don't even think it's one anymore for the guys. Is it? Isn't there a
So
league?
it used to be if you were 18.
You could go straight to the league.
LeBron,
Because Kobe
Kobe,
went.
they went straight out of high school, but now you have to be
Daryl
at least
Dawkins.
19 with 1 year of NCAA, or you can go overseas and play.
You can't.
It
so
doesn't
you-
have to be
You don't have to go
college.
Have 1
college.
year.
You just have to have 1 year.
1
Be
year
at
out
least
of
19.
high school.
Yep.
Okay. Because didn't they develop a league that's like a league for these high school kids that aren't going to college? And
They did. I don't think they have it anymore.
okay, all right. So
Oh, back
your
then.
back thing hit you.
All of a sudden, my back just went. Yeah. So, Juju Watkins tore her ACL or MCL or
Yeah, I
both.
didn't hear that officially. That was the
She got carried off the
Speculation.
court, and she was in some pain. It
yeah
hurts.
yeah.
And so we think she's done till maybe December.
Probably at the earliest.
So
just
my thought was, well, that'll kind of cook her to get to the WNBA, but that's when I learned you have to have 4 years. So
Yeah, she's still got 2 years of school left before
hopefully
she can go.
she recovers well and gets back to the old Juju because she's quite a talent
She is, without a doubt.
for sure. She'd be a big attribute for the WNBA, which I'm really looking forward to again.
Yeah, that's actually should be starting. It starts in May, I think, right? WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Iowa plays that exhibition game mid-May in Carver.
Did you get your tickets yet?
Nope. No.
'Cause you can't.
Yeah, you can't. For one, they're sold out. For two, I didn't want to sell my kidney in order to get one. So
You got 2 kidneys.
I don't know. Still not worth it.
I agree.
I think I need that spare later on.
You never know.
You just never know.
All right. Well, it's Wednesday. What else we got to talk about?
There's a guy in North Carolina. This is quick, but guy in North Carolina had a bear coming on his property and is causing some nuisance. So he went out and got himself a bear costume and then just ran around, chased that bear out of his yard.
And that worked.
It worked. And I saw a picture and it pretty much looked like a high school mascot bear costume. And the bear apparently just looked at him and like, yeah, I don't even know what to make of this, and just took off.
Inside, that bear was laughing.
Yes, but this didn't happen. It worked. It was effective. But what happens if that bear says, the real bear says, no,
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
this is my territory,
Yeah.
and you're in it.
And then it's not so funny anymore.
Then all of a sudden, life becomes real.
Yeah, and the person standing in the back
And
filming it's like, oh, now what do I do?
Call 911.
Exactly. But it worked. He did it. I wouldn't have the guts, but I don't think you mess with bears. I think that's just one of those things.
I would not mess with a bear.
Yeah.
That's in the same list as a giraffe. Just wouldn't do that.
Right, a giraffe and a bear.
I just wouldn't.
Have you seen those videos where like the bear tries to climb in somebody's backyard over the fence and the little wiener dog runs out and is just going crazy after the bear? And it's like, dude, what are you doing?
You're a morsel.
This is not going to help anything.
A morsel.
And the bear's just like, I just don't know what to think about all this.
So, Mom, don't let your, what do you call that dog?
A doodle
A doodle
chase bears.
chase after the bear. They're probably, I don't know if they're, there's no bears in Missouri, is there?
Probably. I don't know.
I don't know either.
They got mountains down there in the Ozarks, and
Could be. Could be.
I don't know.
Keep track of your doodle.
This is totally random, but speaking of Missouri, the Joplin, Missouri, there's a documentary about the Joplin, Missouri tornado.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That place got devastated.
Oh my God.
I still
That's-
remember those pictures.
I do too. They talked to people that were in it, and oh Jesus, one guy was in his car, and before he even knew what happened, he sucked out the window, and it oh my God,
That was a big tornado.
it was a huge tornado.
Was it like an E4 or something?
E5.
It was an E5?
It was a full blown E5, and it was like a mile wide or
It was
more. And
huge.
it was enormous. Yeah, that was.
Joplin's not a little city.
No, I looked it up. It's about the same size as Dubuque, roughly 50,000, something like that. So yeah, it's not a little city, and it destroyed most of it.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. All right. Well, let's see some mind-boggling facts.
Yeah, sure.
We've had this paper out for a little bit. We can talk about one of them, Rick.
Here's my favorite one.
Go ahead.
Did you know that Mary actually did have a little lamb?
There was a song written about it.
Yeah.
I assumed it was correct.
It was written after real life. It was actually based on a true story. Believe it or not, the Mary from the children's song was actually a real person. And yes, she actually did have a little lamb. And the little lamb she owned at her family home decided to follow her to school. The teacher thought the whole incident was so funny that he wrote a poem about it.
I'll be darned.
So it's real. She really did have a little lamb.
I would not have thought that. Just as I would not have forgotten the fact that one of our American presidents would have high-level meetings while sitting on the throne, the toilet throne. And he was kind of a folksy guy. We're talking about Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yes. As opposed to Lyndon A. Johnson.
Yes.
Different person.
Right. Well, it all starts with an A, then goes to B. So that after B, there was no C's. There was no Lyndon C. Johnsons or anything else. But he was a man from Texas, so he was, Texas was, but in the 60s was, they were something.
The Wild Wild West.
Indeed. And he talked like it. He cussed like a sailor and just kind of said what he wanted. But he was widely known for taking important phone calls while in his private domain of the
while he was pooping. While he was pooping.
Let's just say that. And I wonder. Well, no, I'm not going to say it. According to multiple accounts, during the time in his office, the roughest portions of the Vietnam War, LBJ loved to call his advisors, his cabinet, and his staffers all from the bathroom while he was in there.
Yeah. Have you heard the joke, why does a dog lick his crotch? Because he can.
Because he can.
Yeah. LBJ, why does he take phone calls in the bathroom? Because he can.
I'm kind of
He's
curious.
the president.
In that bathroom, do you suppose there's still a push button or a dial tone phone still hanging on the stall wall
phone,
in there?
Dial phone. I don't know. You think maybe they've updated by now?
Well, maybe. That's interesting.
Suppose they have a red phone in there just in case?
I would think they'd have every kind of phone and briefcase you'd need. Could take a while.
I got the codes. Hold on. All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm good now.
I'm ready. What were you just saying?
Yeah.
All right. Enough of that.
Jeff says his wife went to Joplin to help out with teachers rebuilding. That happened. He said it was bad. It was bad. I knew it was bad, but watching this doc, oh my gosh, it was bad.
I remember that, people going into walk-in coolers, which isn't really, other than it's probably in the middle of a building or something.
So they had some of the people.
Not the best place
Some of the
to
people
be.
on the documentary, they were in a cooler. I don't know if it's the same one, but said it was fine until the entire building left around them, and then what? I mean, it's gone. Everything's gone.
It's just gone. Yeah, I'm glad. We've had a tornado here, or 2 or 3. I don't know how many, but nothing to that effect for sure. Thankfully. 7:43. We need to take another break so we can get set for the day.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Ahoy, Morning Breathers. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to our little show. Hope you had a good Wednesday so far. Hope we
It's pretty.
put a smile on your face.
It's pretty early yet, but
I happen to just think that, perhaps somebody was sitting on the throne while listening to our little podcast.
you just don't. They probably were. They probably were. I'd prefer not to think about
I
it.
bet it was Jed. Anyway.
I'd prefer not to. Don't comment on that if you are. We'll just leave the mystery.
It's good.
Leave the mystery.
We have a visual of all of you just
Sitting on-
huddled around your computers, smiling, laughing out loud. And that's how we'd like to keep
I don't want that
it.
visual.
We'd like to keep it. Well, you wrote it down. It's your own fault. Hey, let's get set for the day.
Let's get set for the day. It is Wednesday. It is the 26th day of March. This is episode 278.
Holy crap, I forgot about how many episodes we've been.
278.
It seemed like just yesterday we were at 200.
78 episodes ago. Yeah, not days, but temps are right now in Fairfield 35, Mount Pleasant 34, and Washington 35. A little cloudy today, and then a little bit of sunshine, so we get a little bit of everything, and a high of 60, and a low of 42. Fairly light winds, 10 miles an hour. We'll take that.
Jeez, the wind blows easy around here.
Denise assures us that she was not on the throne while she was listening.
Thank you, Denise.
Denise, I don't know if she is today, but oftentimes is on a treadmill when she listens to us, which is also inspiring. It's much more inspiring than being on the throne.
Agreed. Thank you, Denise.
Yes. Today's headlines from SoutheastIowaUnion.com. Fairfield Chamber to hold their annual banquet on April 24th. A driver was arrested for OWI and child endangerment in Wayland.
She said she was not on the throne. That meant like today.
It did.
But maybe in the past she has been.
Yeah, she didn't say it, but not currently on the throne.
Yes, that's only for today. There was 277 other episodes.
277 other opportunities, too. And Miller Meeks visits the Washington Library. There's no sports. Another
Representative Meeks stopped by my office. I had a nice chat with
Oh, yeah?
her.
Nice. Well, you're just kind of one of those important people.
Well, she seeked me out.
Yeah, of course she did.
She said she knew I was in D.C., was disappointed I didn't stop by.
Right.
Well, I didn't have her number.
Was it that, or she's like, I watch you every morning on Morning Breath?
That one didn't come up.
It did not come up.
I missed an opportunity to Ahoy Representative Miller Meeks. She would have said, huh?
She would have been like, yeah.
And then I could have explained to her.
And then she would have been like, yeah, I'm not going to stop and see this guy again.
Could be. Nice little visit.
That's good. Want to bring up again Tuesday. This coming Tuesday. April 1st.
Oh, next
Look
Tuesday.
at Peter. Peter knows what I'm going to say, and he's already ready for it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's already on it.
No clue.
We are going to switch from Facebook to YouTube comments.
Okay.
And so go to that address. Look at him. He is so on that.
How long have you been preparing that, Peter?
Well, I knew
SBP?
as soon as he said Tuesday. It was April 1st.
But you
and
had
that-
it all ready to go with a button somewhere.
I saw him pushing a couple buttons to make sure that happened. So kudos to you, Peter. So anyway, we're gonna go
That's
to YouTube.
why he's SPP.
He
everybody.
is. So we're gonna go to YouTube comments. We still be on Facebook as long as Facebook will allow us there, but we're gonna kind of shift our focus to YouTube. So we encourage you and plead with you and beg with you, go to YouTube
To make your comments.
Make your comments.
Follow
Follow us there. Subscribe, like it. It helps
Share
other
that.
people find us.
Yeah,
share
share
it because we want to keep growing our audience. So
If
your
you're
help-
having fun, share it with somebody
Yes.
else that likes to have
So
fun.
your help is appreciated. But anyway, on Tuesday, no more. Don't comment on Facebook because we won't see it, or at least not live. So
I don't even know how we could do that.
Comment on Facebook.
Well, be on both. Could we?
You-
I mean, we're on both, but could
we
we
could.
see both?
Yeah, we could, but that just gets really complicated, and we're not going to do it.
Okay.
It is possible. I got this fancy little phone stand now. I could like look at Facebook on here, but we're not going to do it.
That was my takeaway today.
We're going. Oh, sorry. We're going.
I got to come up with a new one.
We're going to YouTube.
Both,
Sorry,
for those
Tim.
of you that can't see, I don't know. Does the camera? Does his camera pick that up?
I don't know.
Matt.
I got this little.
Matt came up with this little
I didn't come up with it. I
hands-free
bought it.
gizmo for his phone.
It's just a little proper stand. Props it up. Does,
He's hands-free now. Look at it's just amazing to me. It's a good angle.
and it's adjustable. I can adjust it however I want.
Holy
I know,
smokes.
look at that. I can do whatever I want to do with that thing.
That's awesome.
It's crazy.
Wish you had one of those. You don't even use a phone over there, do you?
Nope. Just got this thing.
It's a phone.
It's a phone, but I got no.
No
Pop.
stand.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Mine lays flat. It's
So,
meant to lay
but
flat.
here's the thing. It's a magnet. I can just pop it right
What
off
the
there.
heck?
I know.
Does that fit on mine? No, it doesn't. It's for that case.
No.
Technology, just amazing.
That's this day in history,
I'm
Tim.
a simple guy.
This day in history. On this day in 1997, police discovered the bodies of 39 members of the Heaven's Gate, an American religious group that believed in unidentified flying objects. They had committed suicide in the belief that a spaceship was arriving to take them to a better place.
And they thought that, killing themselves would be the right thing to do.
Yes, and if the timing was bad because we remember March 20th, so 6 days ago was actually a National Alien Abduction Day. So they didn't get taken by aliens, but if they would have done it 6 days earlier, they might have.
Probably would have made it.
Yeah,
Or they were in the wrong state,
also true.
right?
Yep.
They didn't research this. They didn't Google this
Seems like they were-
correctly.
But they were in
I was
California,
gonna say,
though,
it
weren't
seems
they?
like they're in California. And California was the
Well,
number one state.
California was the state.
Yeah. So they had that part right. They just missed it by 6 days.
Well,
And maybe they did get abducted. We don't know.
we
Maybe.
don't know.
Who knows? Random joke, random quote, or random fact.
SPP.
Random quote.
Random quote. Before you marry a person, you should first make them use a computer with slow internet to see who they really are.
Ooh.
Will Ferrell says that. I think that's a good test.
So really, what if we all had to go back to dial-up?
Oh, my God. We couldn't do it. We couldn't do it.
We're instant gratification.
Yeah.
Couldn't watch a reel.
Gotta sit there for the 50 seconds while the dial-up
Exactly.
starter goes.
Yeah.
You remember that stuff, Peter?
I do very, very, very tiny.
Like if you read something and had a photo in the article, I mean, you had to,
You had to
you,
go
wa-
line for
you,
line.
you watched it load, and it's like, ugh. Yeah, couldn't do it. No, we get spoiled pretty quickly. I have 3 monitors on my desk. I have my laptop and 2 external monitors, and if I were to go home with just my laptop, I couldn't do it. I don't even know how I'd function with just one monitor.
I have another monitor and I use it occasionally, but I don't find it helpful for me to have more than one.
I couldn't go back.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So
I guess I'm not as important. I don't know.
Well, the problem is my 3 monitors are this and then the TV behind me. So if I want to throw something on the other monitor, I go behind me. If I don't want to do that, I can throw it on that 3rd monitor over there. So I'm kind of in a...
spread out all over the room.
Exactly.
You guys' minds work way quicker than mine. I like everything right now, right here. There's tabs, right? Don't you just have multiple tabs, or you like spread them out all over?
I have my email. I have a web browser always open, and then I'm working over here.
I get it. So you can Google strange things on one.
So I
monitor.
can Google if poodles are really male or female.
7:54. We are running long, so we need to get our
takeaway.
SPP?
My takeaway is that since it's episode 278, there have been 277 chances to watch this
Somebody
show
has
on the
been
toilet.
throne.
Mhm.
Yes. Boss Man Matt.
Just start the damn car. If
That's a great takeaway.
It is. Just start the damn car.
Remember that, Peter.
I read that down.
You wrote it down.
You did write that, right?
Yes.
Google it. It's
Mhm.
there. Just start the damn
Well, I
car.
can't Google it because then it'll be shared.
Shared forever.
Right.
Mm.
If you want to have a happy marriage, just start the damn car.
Just start it.
I didn't mean to take yours away from you.
that was just odd. My odd takeaway that nobody would have known. So I guess I'm going to have to go with. I had never once thought ever about putting on a bear costume to scare a rogue bear from my yard.
That's fair.
And nor will I.
Generally, I think it's bad advice to recommend people do that.
I'm going to say no.
Yeah,
just say no.
Just say no.
That's all I have, folks. We hope you enjoyed this start to your Wednesday, and we'll try and do better tomorrow.
we'll keep trying.
We just try to.
We'll keep trying.
We have fun no matter what. We just sit here and have fun. So glad you joined us. Be sure to remember that next week we're going to, as Matt said, we're going to YouTube for comments. We'll be dual broadcasting on both.
Which we are
formats.
now. We're just going to switch the comments to YouTube.
But comments will be only on YouTube coming next week. So have a great Wednesday. I will be back in normal clothes tomorrow. And if there's anything fun to report, I'll sure bring it. But we're not doing anything too fun tomorrow. Have a great Wednesday. Ahoy.